This team is described as one of Australasia's top 25 restoration projects. This group is preserving a special place of the country, and here to tell us more is the Bushy Park Trust representing Whanganui District.
Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. I'm Hamish McDowell, and I'm the leader of the Republic of Whanganui, and this is my own hair. Cadogans, you better be jealous. Look, thank you, everybody. It's great to be here. Trust and power combined. Wow, energy. And I know a president, he's the power, he has to learn about trust. And I want to tell you about Bushy Park Sanctuary in the Whanganui District. We have beautiful bush, the best bush, better than George Bush. It's beautiful, you'll love it. Look at these trees, they're huge. They're huge trees. We've got the best trees, Northern Rata, beautiful trees. Rotorua redwoods are fine, but these Northern Rata are great trees. They're the best. This is great bush, and there are beautiful people looking after this bush. They're doing a great job. The Bushy Park Trust, they inherited a mess. There were a lot of invaders, some real scumbags, mustelids, possums, rats, nasty things. It was totally out of control. It was carnage. So what did the Trust do? I tell you what they did. They built a wall. And they got the community to pay for it. Over 400 sponsors. It was a beautiful wall, a 4.7 kilometre fence to keep out all the the predators. It's the best wall, you'll love it. And since then, everything has been running so smoothly. Since then, we've had native birds at Bushy Park Sanctuary, beautiful birds, the near extinct hihi, the robin, the saddlebacks, the North Island kiwi, the best birds, keruru, bellbirds. You'll love them, the best birds. You walk into the sanctuary and you can actually see and hear native birds. The birds are now enjoying their freedom, safe from scumbags. And the undergrowth, it's like a mosaic of diversity, no migrant bands here. And we've been bugged. Real bugs, wetters, weevils, beautiful bugs. We have the best bugs. Now, you've probably heard the phrase, drain the swamp. Well, I say, don't drain the swamp. Make it a wetland, and we can get some ducks in there and plants, and that's what the Trust has done, a walkway, a terraced area, beautiful. And I want to tell you, judges, this isn't a campaign, but an incredible movement, a movement that is just sweeping. We're holding hands with Forest and Bird and DOC and Horizons Regional Council and the Rotary Club of Whanganui, educational partnerships with Massey University, with the Regional Museum and our famous Sargent Gallery and the District Council. These guys are passionate and dedicated. Rain, hail or shine, they're outworking 200 volunteers, building tracks, setting traps, and we get volunteers coming from all over the world, from Germany and from America and from Sweden. Can you believe it? Sweden. And they don't get paid anything. And the Trust, they give back to the people. I love education, and so does the Bushy Park Sanctuary. They're educating young and beautiful people all the time. Over 1,000 beautiful children every year. We have the best children. You'll love them. And the Trust is telling them about our bird life and our forest and our conservation and our heritage. It's great. You'll love it. And the Trust wants to turn these beautiful old stables into a museum, an educational space, preserving the heritage Category 2 building and making a classroom for learning. Makes sense, huh? Now I'm going to get one of these beautiful people, the leader of this free world, to give you some facts about the Bushy Park Trust. This is Liz, the chairperson, and she's the boss.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you very much, Hamish. Yes, I might be the boss, but unfortunately it won't come with a performance from Bruce Springsteen. But some facts about Bushy Park Sanctuary. We are recognised as one of the top 25 ecological restoration projects in Australasia. We are a 98-hectare virgin lowland temperate rainforest rated by DOC as one of the top special places for biodiversity in Aotearoa. We have trees that are over 1,000 years old within the sanctuary. That means they were there even before Māori came to New Zealand. 900 native species were recently identified in a BioBlitz. We have had such success with introduced saddleback or tieki and North Island robin that we are now gifting our birds to other sanctuaries, particularly Rotukari in Taranaki. We have had the best breeding season in New Zealand for introduced hihi or stitchbird. Such good breeding success means we are now sharing our birds with other sanctuaries. But do you want to hear a dirty little secret? A female hihi may breed with a single male or with several, tut-tut. Hihi are also known as the only bird in the world to mate face to face. But it's not just about the birds and the bees. We've already raised $500,000 as our 1/3 local contribution to the restoration of our heritage stables and homestead, and an application is presently with DIA Lotteries for the extra 2/3. We are run as a community project and have done so for the last 55 years, but we do focus on our intergenerational rejuvenation. That's code for saying getting more young people involved. Everything we do is run by volunteers. We have one only paid employee, and she is our sanctuary manager. We have over 200 volunteers who are providing up to 600 or over 600 volunteer hours per month. That's 7,200 hours of work by them into the sanctuary. We are successful because we involve our community, and we are a fabulous example of community conservation. Conservation of our natural environment and also conservation of our over 100-year-old buildings. And as a result, we are now the top visitor referral destination for our Whanganui eyesight. And those are the facts.
And they're not alternative facts, they're real facts. And you know, I want to acknowledge all the other nominees. You're big, big winners. You've all won big. And you know, the best thing, the Bushy Park Sanctuary, it has a White House, Category 1 historic place. It's beautiful, and you can stay in this White House. The Trust has made Bushy Park into a sanctuary. It's made it great again. It can't be trumped.
And speaking of triumphs, speaking of more triumphs, we'd like to finish with a flyover of the sanctuary from a friendly drone that was flown and recorded by a 16-year-old volunteer who paid for his drone by cleaning ambulances for a year. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.